What's really different is that most people are leaving, and we understand that there are flights to catch, etc. So we didn't want to neglect telling you who the next host nation shall be. So we'll do a formal wrap-up a little bit later in terms of the conference, but right now I think the most important thing is, and it's an exciting time for us. I'm not sure, how exciting it is for Emmanuel, because he's got roots in both ends, so I'm not sure if we're actually handing anything over. But Emmanuel's worked extremely hard to get this together, and it's fitting that both of us went on stage in Mombasa to accept this, so it's fitting that both of us are here. So we'd like to announce the next host nation, and it gives me a great pleasure to let everyone know that it's going to be in Nigeria.
Good morning, everyone. Let me start by thanking the president of our consortium, Professor Louis Roberts, and other members of the council here present, the host country for the fourth HPV worked so hard to put this conference together, and not the participants. I'm Abidemi Emmanuel Omonisi. I currently coordinate the consortium for the country. I'm also a member of the board of trustees and the president of the Nigerian Cancer Society. I most certainly appreciate the board for the confidence in giving on this hosting right. We thought we'll find it for 2027. But this works in our favor. We're given 2026. And it's very important because 2027 obviously is the national election in our country. And we think that may not be a good time to host a national conference. This one in Nigeria is located, the two government of Africa, and it's accessible by all other countries in Africa. It's a population of almost 250 million, the most populous black country on earth. We have 36 states in the country, 6 geopolitical zones. Abuja is the federal capital territory, that's the seat of power. Lagos is the commercial city, and we have 250 ethnic groups in the country. We've not decided on the team, but most likely to be on the liver transplant program because that is our heartbeat for the moment. The country is committed, the government is committed implementing liver transplant program. And that's one of the major reasons why we think that it's best for us to hold the meeting next year, because currently we have strong political commitment in getting that vision implemented. The proposed date is 11 to 15 of August 2026, and the venue will be at Transcorp 15. Transcorp 15 is one of the best hotels in Africa. Certainly is number one in Nigeria, one of the best in Africa. The federal government of Nigeria will be the host of the conference. The Honorable Minister for State for Health, who is the Minister in charge of cancer, have said that the National Secretariat for this conference will be the Federal Ministry of Health. And that was committed to me just yesterday, that by the time I come out of the country, we'll have a meeting with him. He said there must be a secretariat for the conference, domiciled Prime Minister to ensure, and that will send a signal that they are giving the conference 100% backing. What we have done as a country is to bring all stakeholders together, to partner on this project. We have two levels of leadership for the planning. Of course, we know the board will take the lead, but in country we have a national planning committee, also a local organizing committee. For political reasons, and also to sustain the current political support that we have, the special advisor to Honorable Minister for State for Health has been with us in the conference. That is the person that advised the Minister of Cancer, because the additional clinical oncologist. Dr. Ken Delodade will be the chair of the National Steering Committee. The HPB team coordinator for the country will be there. The SCS president will also be there. The DG NICRAT, we have a cancer institute in the country. Unfortunately, we didn't make part of this conference this year. Was with us at Abuja. He will also be a member. Our country is blessed because in the last 10 years we have produced about 3 to 4 healthy presidents. And we think this conference is a continental meeting. We should have at least one of them to be on the steering committee. We have a very strategic association in our country, very powerful. Relation and Clinical Oncologist Association of Nigeria, Dr. Lashi is here. She's the current president. She also be on the board. Then the chairman of the organizing committee will also be on the standing committee, and the secretary will be there. So that is where the highest decision as far as that conference will be taken, and that standing committee will negotiate and also liaise with the government, federal government of Nigeria, and also with the leadership of Consortium. Then we have the local organizing committee. Basically, those are people that are on ground in Abuja, to ensure they want to check the venue, the issue with vendors. We have people permanently on ground to get that done. And we will discuss, and the minister thinks that the National Cancer Control Program, the National Cancer Control Program should be local organizing committee for strategic reason. In that office, it can involve all government agencies, to get out things done. The issue of visa, for example, the ministry has a policy, to interact with government agencies, especially immigration, to get work visa on arrival. If they are all that we need to use, Ministry of Health also has special, rebates, in organizing conferences, so we can, use that platform to get, special rebates in the venue, and then also, get things done easily. So, and luckily, you'll also be with us in the beginning of the conference. Dr. Uche will be the organizing committee. And since we are bringing in local partners, about 4 organizations, the Nigeria Cancer Society, SOGIN, ACON, we also think that they should also nominate a co-chair. So NCS will have a co-chair, the local organizing committee. We also ACON wants to nominate somebody as a co-chair. The Nigeria Cancer Society also nominate somebody as a co-chair. We've agreed that someone, Dr. Tessie, shall be involved in organizing many international conferences. Very young lady, very active, very good in coordination. And she's here. Okay, she's there. So we all agree that she'll be the secretary of the local organizing committee to coordinate that. We also have several subcommittees, because we know that's how we operate in the country. We have to create transport, protocol, welfare, hospitality, so that people are there, getting things done, so that few people will not be overlabored, to get things done. Our plan, the transport, for example, organize free transport from the hotel, from the international airport to your various places. And if there are people who cannot, accommodate the conference venue from their others, surrounding the hotel to the venue, so to ensure that people have free movement across the country. The protocol will be there to ensure there's orderliness. So we have several committees. Of course, fundraising will be there because we know Nigeria is a big country and there's quite a lot of money in the country. We have a lot of several billionaires, So the fundraising, Dangote is there, the richest man in Africa is there. So the fundraising will also do local drive, local farmer, and also to ensure that this year the consortium leadership is not stressed. In country we have the capacity to support the conference significantly, and that we are determined to get done. This is the venue of the Trade Transport meeting. It's a very beautiful hotel in Abuja. Unfortunately, Dr. Kwe, has not been lodged there. Actually, coming to Nigeria several years, but next year we will accommodate you at the trust community. Professor Odedino from Mayo, today is our favorite hotel. Anytime she's in Abuja, it's Transcorp. You must take her to Transcorp. So it's a very beautiful place. I'm sure Professor Lee is also slept there when you're in Abuja, but this was a Transcorp. So we also have another alternative not too far. There's Abuja Continental Hotel. Transcorp will accommodate 700 guests. So in case they are spilled over, but all our foreign delegates, the participants will be at Transcorp. And also we'll be starting committee and all that. But we are trying to mobilize a lot of people from Nigeria to be part of that conference. So it's not likely Transcorp will accommodate all of us. So people from Nigeria will take them to other hotels. But all international participants will be at Transcorp so that we'll be at the conference venue. Nigerians, will be in other. So that is one. I also have International Conference Center. That's where ECOWAS, use for their meetings. Also there in Abuja. Those are the three major hotels that we want to partner. For the pre-conference, locally in Abuja, we have a world-class, tertiary institution. We have a national hospital, one of the big hospitals in the country. We also have Federal Medical Center. Just June this year, the African Bank, launched the first African Medical Center of Excellence. They have a plan to build 4 in the entire Africa. The one for West Africa was started in Nigeria, so the hospital was commissioned in June. So the state-of-art facility, anything on cancer is there, diagnostic, therapeutic. So we are using that venue for pre-conference. Of course, we've seen this, all are welcome, Nigeria remains a highly religious country, but we also welcome, we also have traditional worshippers, Christian, Muslim, free thinkers are also welcome to our country. We have both local and international, dishes. I'm sure you've heard about the most popular Nigerian jollof rice. So, none of you taste that Nigerian jollof rice, Although we also have Moema, we have Amala, Fufu. Those from West Africa, I'm sure, they've heard about Fufu. Sierra Leone and people from Liberia, they like eating Fufu, they're expensive Fufu there. Of course, that hotel, is being run by people from all over the world, also international dishes for people that cannot eat that. But we encourage you to try local delicacy like Moema, and etc. Well, for conference administration, we have beautiful young ladies and handsome men that will support the Central Planning Committee. And in many of our society, we have those youth that will mentor in the cancer space. They'll be there to also support us during that conference. For the visa travel, I can assure you, people from West Africa, of course, we have free movement based on ECOWAS treaties, so they will not require visa. But all participants that require visa will make the arrangement of visa on arrival. And that is why the minister has said we should station the Secretariat at Ministry of Health. Because there's a protocol of Ministry of Health, that minister will ask to do that for us. So we won't have any issue with visa, that we can promise you. However, you must have a valid card for yellow fever before you can enter the country. That's very mandatory. We also recommend that people from outside the tropical country should take malaria prophylaxis because Nigeria is a tropical country, so malaria is one of the diseases we battle with. Here's the international airport in Abuja, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. You can connect the airport from anywhere in the world. Africa is a direct flight, so you don't have to pay for 2 flights. From Johannesburg, you are straight to Abuja, another part of the country. So it's a beautiful airport. I'm sure you're welcome. We also have other means of connecting the city, road transportation network, particularly those in the country, and those, in Benin Republic, even Ghana, we have the daily road transport from most of West Africa to the country, so you can exploit it. We also have rail, the services in the country. In Abuja, there is a metro rail service, and also some part of the country also connect Abuja, with the rail transport. So connecting the city will not be a problem. That's what called the city gate in Abuja. Before you access the city, you must pass through this gate from the airport, very beautiful arena. So there is an opportunity to welcome everyone to Abuja next year. So as a sincere appreciation to the Honourable Minister of State for Health, he has done a lot to support, coming here. For him to release his special advisor and the national coordinator to be with us for almost 1 week, that shows commitment to get this done. So it will be the chief host, for the conference. He has said he will be the chief host, so you will see him in Abuja. The special advisor, he has been very supportive, in getting this done. Most early time, the leadership of HB led by Mr. Yusuf. Thank you so much for the confidence you have in us. And you can say that we deliver, we raise the bar. For many of us that were at Mombasa, we thought that was the peak of the conference. Yeah. But we saw what South Africans have done, they raised the bar. So Nigeria will also raise the bar further. So most time for the delegates to this conference, particularly Team Nigeria, 40 of us, more than 40 actually subscribed for this conference. About 30 of us initially leading to this conference. And since the history of this consortium, Nigeria has been the number of most populous participants outside the host in the country. So once again, thank you very much, and see you in Abuja, Nigeria next year.